the Leo and Danny show.
I'm going to tell you guys, though, I went to the Danny Duncan live show here at the Regent Theater.
Nice.
I got footage of it, too. Can I send you? I have my speech on video now. Can I send it to you?
Oh, shit. We can put it. You're going to put it in? That's sick.
Okay. Well, if we play the audio of it into the microphone, then we can edit it in post?
Sync it in, yeah.
Sweet. Let's do that. Okay. So Danny Duncan gets into town. I go over to his place, and I'm trying to actively, on the job, censor any sensitive information while telling the story. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But we go to his house, fucking beautiful, $3.7 million mansion. We go from there to the fucking show, to the show at the Regent Theater. We get back there. There are 3 classes of people. There are Danny Duncan and all of his minions, like his fan Jerry's, his Inland Iggy's. There are all the people that work with his merch company and his touring company. That's another sect. And then there are just smoking hot chicks. It's pretty rock and roll back there. Nobody's doing coke because Danny's sober, but that's the feeling you get.
Is he single too?
Yeah, he fucks.
Hell yeah.
Danny Duncan gets himself some pussy. But my girlfriend asked me, she's like, how do you tell the people apart? Like, how do you know which one's in which squad? And I was like, anybody that doesn't have a shirt that says eat asshole or die or fucking babies for life, that's probably one of the executives with the touring company. And anybody with just like a set of boobs on their shirt is Danny Duncan's squad. Because that's his merch brand. It's really ingenious, actually. I mean, he's in Tilly's, he's in Zoomies. Just these, I mean, kind of no fat chicks is the closest I've gotten to the Danny Duncan style of merchandise. Not hating on it at all.
I love that shirt.
So we're back there, and there's just like fucking, one of the tour managers just has like some fucking fake-lipped bimbo with huge plastic titties, hot blondes running around. At some point, Danny Duncan comes up to me and he's like, hey, we're launching this company called Big Dick's Fried Chicken. It's a real company we're opening. And I believe him because he opened Danny Duncan's Cream Pies down on Melrose. The dude's not opposed to sinking money into vile, or at least vilely named, ventures. I say, yeah, dude, I'll do some sort of speech on this. And then I start thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, it's past my bedtime. I ate an edible an hour ago, so I'm fucking high. There are 1,000 kids out there. I actually went up and down the line. I wanted to check it out and see what the line situation was like because I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I used to go to rock concerts as a kid. I would see bands like Brand New or My Chemical Romance, and I would be outside of the venue, one of the fanboys, and I would see the tour bus, and I would view the musicians as above humanity. They were deities. And I just wanted to walk along the line and see all these kids that felt the same way about Danny Duncan. Because now I'm backstage. I'm one of the cool guys. And I wanted to check that out. Mm-hmm. I walked the line. Plenty of Danny Mullen fans out there that were running up and like asking for pictures and shit. So
hell yeah.
Fucking shout out to those guys. Shout out to all the fans that were there. But we walked the line. I start getting mobbed a little bit, so we got to go back in. We're backstage. One of Danny Duncan's managers is like, yeah, man, pump up the Big Dick's fried chicken business we're opening, but don't be too vulgar, you know? Like, because I was talking about, like, well, what do you want me to do? I'm just going to give a speech? He's like, yeah, just give a speech. And I'm like, should I just say that, like, if you got a small dick, we won't serve you? And he's like, no, man, that's a little offensive. Don't say that. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm definitely going to go out and fucking say that. So the show's going on. Like, these kids are going absolutely apeshit. Like, packed rock concert like venue. There's a balcony that's full of a lot of the parents, and it's a lot of kids downstairs. But there are not just kids. There are some people in their early 20s who I'm sure can enjoy a beer. Mm-hmm. The show's going on. He's got his little friend, the African American one, very, very nice guy. Mm-hmm. He's getting thrown into the crowd.
That's so messed up. So messed up. It's so hilarious.
That's one of the fucking funniest things that Leo said was, he was like, how does Danny Duncan not get kicked off YouTube? And I was like, what? Danny Duncan? He doesn't do anything that gnarly. And Leo was like, I don't know, man. He just like fucks with midgets.
Dude, he fucks heavily with midgets. Like in every fucking video he has. If you watch a Danny Duncan video, he's gonna fuck with a midget at some point.
Yeah.
A lot of vlog people have like midget companions. Like,
Yeah.
Logan Paul has like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
midget
and
guy,
he says
too.
he's his best friend. He hasn't hung out with him in years. Obviously, that's not true. Where is he now?
It's a tradition in show business. I'm sure
Yeah.
Court Jesters had a companion midget.
course.
Howard Stern, The Man Show, 20 years ago, all had midgets. But
Wizard of Oz, they had the Lollipop Kids, just a
Do you
bunch of
think in the
midgets.
They were
past
fucking with midgets
are
there.
They were
considered,
fucking with
like,
midgets.
disabled or like magical creatures?
Of course. but Danny, think about it. That was the Wizard
depends
of Oz.
if you're in Asia or not. If you're in Asia, they're magical creatures. They need to be killed for boner pills.
Like if I gave you that idea, that was the Wizard of Oz idea. Why don't we have a bunch of fucking midgets walking around with lollipops and dance? What do you think about that?
I love it. We'll do it right outside the Culver Hotel where they
Yes.
all stayed during the filming of Wizard of Oz. But yes, to answer your question, they were fucking with midgets, and I don't. This like the midget in question was super cool, so I'm not talking shit. But they had a security guard who looked like an Iraq veteran who could bench 400 pounds. Gigantic dude was grabbing the midget
Stop it.
by the scruff of his shirt,
No.
and his belt, and just
No.
hurling him into the crowd.
No, dude. No.
It was up on Mia's story. The guy jumping off a trampoline into the
That's-
crowd.
that
But it got
is
worse.
so fucking funny.
At one point, the giant ex-Iraq veteran dude just grabbed a kid who might have been 10 and just shot-putted him back into the crowd.
Come on.
That was going on. So eventually, Danny Duncan from the stage, and it was fucking awesome to get this opportunity, and I'm psyched that Danny likes me enough to have me out. Danny's just like, I got a guest coming to the stage right now. Fucking Danny Mullen. I get up there. There's a Free the Slaves chant that starts going. Some kids are fucking amped. And I just decided,
way.
like, a minute before I went on, fuck it. There's no, like, I'm not going to come out here doing some wacky, like, KFC character. I'm just going to act like a fucking black guy and talk about this fucking chicken company. So I have audio of it here, and we're going to have video of it on the YouTube. Let's see what I got here.
Oh my god.
I'll let Leo, and I'm, like, grabbing my nuts the whole time and shit.
So we got free chicken sandwiches for you guys outside.
Yeah.
At the Big Dick Chicken Truck, but I got my unofficial spokesperson here today. He's gonna give you guys a few words. How it changed here. Big Dick Chicken. Make some noise for Danny Mullen.
This is sick, dude. There's so many people, dude.
Let him know. Let him know. Who up in this building has a big ass motherfucking dick? Because if you don't, you ain't allowed to shop at Big Dick's world famous motherfucking chicken. I'm gonna be in front of every franchise, helping up in your jeans to make sure that you're hanging, bitch. Not only do you have to have a big dick, our chickens are bred to have big cocks on them.
All about big dick.
Big cock on big cock, motherfucker. We don't serve drumsticks or wings or chicken breasts. We don't slam chicken motherfucking dicks. Come right back to our Big Dick's world famous chicken. I'll be popping my dick through every third plate that goes out.
Yo, hold up. Your accent says that you have a little dick. Read it.
He was saying that I had an all-access pass that said I have a little dick on it. They all said that, which is hilarious. Everything Danny Duncan sells has a cock joke, which you got. He has Danny Duncan water that says, like, brewed for purity on the Virgin Islands.
No.
And his tour bus says Big Dick is back in town. And even the fucking
funny.
the VIP passes say I have a fucking small dick on him. It's awesome.
Smart, man. It's got a good fucking. I mean, he's doing well.
I'm the motherfucker who made my laminate.
Yo, we love y'all, motherfuckers.
Dude, so I did that, and after I did that, like, all the black dudes that were in Danny's entourage fucking loved it.
Oh, of course,
They were
dude.
dapping me up backstage.
Dude, they
and
love
shit.
a good dick joke, bro. Black guys love a good dick joke.
I just don't know if they thought, like, I don't know how many people there thought that's actually how I talk. Like, yo, what up, man? I got a big ass motherfucking dick.
Dude, nowadays, like, that, you could easily be a white man that talks like that.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal, dude. Nobody would really second guess it.
So, like, Danny Duncan doesn't sing or do a podcast. So, like, what are these YouTube stage shows like? Like, what do they consist of?
It was just like a lot of hype. Like, they were playing music. He had a good MC, dude, like a good hype man who was getting the crowd going. Danny's just crowd surfing. They have games. Like, they bring a kid up or a group of kids up, and they inflate this carnival-like game where there are 2 platforms and both guys get these weapons. It's like a Darth Maul-style double-padded saber, and then you just go to battle to knock the other guy off his
It's like American
platform.
Gladiators, right? Remember
That sort of
game?
thing.
Yeah, that's so fun.
They're shaving kids' heads. They're throwing midgets in the audience. It's just pandemonium
Fucking with midgets,
for like an
dude.
hour.
It's fun, though, huh?
People loved it. Yeah, people loved it. And I was psyched I got to go up there and get a part of that. It was,
Hell yeah.
dude, again, it was my Sunday. I was fucking high. I was not expecting to do anything. So it was just fun to be involved in a live show like that.
Hell yeah.
That's how it went
That was
down.
great. I'm glad
and
you
then
did it.
afterwards, that's when the party really started.
Did you party?
I got my dick sucked, bitch.
By your girlfriend?
No.
Back at home.
And I mean, not my girlfriend.
Oh.
This is obviously bullshit.
It was
but
young.
No, I actually complained to Danny before the show. I was like, dude, it's past my bedtime. I got to go home. I was being such a little bitch. And then the second the show was over, I drove home and promptly went to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, your love for sleep is, I mean, look, it's valid. I do see a lot of research that says, like, not only key to long life, key to high performance. Gotta get those solid 8 hours in.
Yeah, dude. And I feel like a piece if I don't wake up at 6. If I wake up
got
at 6:30 or 7, my schedule's all effed.
Really? 6:30 you'll fuck your schedule up?
I like the psychological advantage of being up at that 6:00.
And you go and you make your coffee first thing you do.
Coffee, do a little reading, a little meditation.